Yo, what up guys? It's your boy Williams Fitness back again with another video. Now, a couple of years ago I did a full series called Then and Now on every bodybuilder from A to Z, all the icons from the golden era, the pumping iron era, through the 80s and 90s, and I had to take them all down. So I'm going to redo them, and all I did before was footage and images and clips with some music, so now I'm going to actually talk over. So the first obviously one I'm going to do, obviously starting from A, going to Z, it's got to be Albert Beckles. Everyone probably thought I was going to do Arnie, but no, it's got to be Albert. Now, Albert is probably one of the secrets of bodybuilding, should I say. He was around for so long, from right at the very beginning, from the Mr. Britain, the Nabber back in those days, and the Mr. Universe and 65s, right through from 65 to 1992 was his last competition on stage as a pro. He competed at the Olympia 13 times. The dude is an absolute legend. Now, I'm pretty sure his highest placing at the Mr. Olympia was second, and this was when it was just called Olympia, not even Mr. Olympia. He was born in Barbados and then moved to London. He's competed and won dozens and dozens and dozens of shows. I can't even go through the sheer quantity. He's got a bit of a background similar to Dexter Jackson. If I started going through everything that he'd ever done, this video would be 10 minutes long, and that's not what I'm trying to get to. So Albert Beckles was one of the most active participants in bodybuilding history, having been in over 100 contests, and that was by the time he got to 52. His final competition was at the Niagara Falls Pro Invitational, where he placed 8th. I mean, that is some incredible fucking journey this guy's had. I mean, he's absolutely a delight to watch on stage. He's a delight. I mean, by all means, Google some of his past posing routines on stage. He actually came second to Lee Haney in 85. He's just an absolutely fantastic icon of bodybuilding that kind of people forget about. People obviously remember the Arnolds, the Frank Columbos, all these kind of guys from back in the day. But I love looking at the real OG bodybuilders like Albert Beckles. And I just think his form was amazing on stage. I loved his physique. He had a fantastic physique. The charisma Albert had on stage and still had, you know, later on in his career. It was just a delight I just loved watching him. Everything I watched on YouTube, all his old clips, stage posing, it was just absolutely awesome to watch. Obviously I've put some clips in this video for you to watch while I'm waffling on saying how amazing this guy is. But yeah, I mean, coming to second to Lee Haney. Obviously, back then, Lee Haney was coming towards the end of his career, and we had people like Dorian Yates that were kind of bringing this whole new mass monster era through. And Lee Haney was trying to keep it OG with the classic style. But yeah, Albert Beckles, absolutely amazing bodybuilder. One of the longest careers out there, again up there with Dexter Jackson's, I'd say the modern day version, just a few generations ahead. And yeah, I mean, by all means, check out his roster of wins. I mean, from the 70s, the early 70s to the early 80s, he was first Mr. World, Mr. Universe, Mr. Europe, Mr. Universe. It was just absolutely smashing the game out of the park. Yeah, so like I said, I have done a lot of these videos before. I had to take them all down, and I just thought it'd be nice to have them back on my channel, because I like having sort of a bodybuilding history, not just waffling on about news and who's doing what and who lifts what weights. I had a load before. I was the first channel to do it before Nick Strength and Power and everybody else started jumping on it. And this was back in early 2016, but I did have to take them all down, so I'm going to start again. I'm going to start posting these videos later in the evening, because I do like to get my new stuff done and dusted out the way. So if you do have post notifications on, you get one in the evening. It's just going to be my Then and Now series. On that note, guys, I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. Peace.